Hey there, welcome to a new video covering what's ahead in ES. Today is the 23rd of March 2024. The current time is 16:23 or 4:23 p.m. IST. Okay. So overall, what I'm seeing is we earlier we were in a nice overall distribution that is from this particular zones or this particular level. This is basically from 50 to 60 to 5170, right? So basically this was that, sort of 100-point range where we were just balancing. One of the areas where I was actually looking for is this particular zone, right? So anything below 51,050, that is where. So right from this level is where the markets are suggesting me that there are trapped sellers or the sellers are trapped and failure for price to move lower. So if you have been watching my videos, uh, in a lot of my previous videos, I've been saying that this was an important reference level for me. If price is unable to take this particular level, expect the rotation higher and expect a new all-time high to be created. And guess what? What has happened is the price failed to tag this particular level, which is at 51.24, 51.25. And what has happened is this particular day, so this was on the last Friday, that is on the 15th of March. And this level was also not able to be taken out or not able to tag, that is at 51.70. Okay. Similar behavior seen, again, were low indication that someone is responsibly buying here. The buyers are showing their hands, but I look at differently. I see that who is buying exactly here, and those are nothing but the trap shorts. So there are still trap shorts below 51.90 level. As the price rotated lower, they were the first one to jump in uh, and get in and cover their positions because trap shorts are the first buyers and second thing is the shorts are the ones who move, or the why the price moves higher is because the price moves higher is because of the shorts. The supply or the shorts are the ones which takes the price higher. It's not the buyer that takes the price higher, it's the seller that takes the price higher. I know it might be a bit confusing, but I'm just explaining in a very simple terms. Similar behavior was seen around 51.90 level, and what has happened is we again moved higher, created a sort of a new high, and then what we have is we have a balance for 2 days. So the reason why we are seeing the range now getting narrowed is supply are competing. So I'm seeing, so we have a poor high again, poor high. So this was Thursday and this was Friday, a poor high on Thursday, indicating that supply is coming in and the sellers are competing. As the sellers are competing, we have got trapped sellers who are buying here. So the trap sellers from this particular day, previous, so this was Wednesday, this is Tuesday, this is Monday, right? So a lot of shorts are trapped. And this particular day, I believe it was a Fed announcement, right? So it has got single prints. So there is this one single print. So I'm seeing a lot of supply is trapped below 50 to 70 level, right? Now we have got 2 days, a very balanced day. And if you combine this both of these days, right, we will be seeing a pretty balanced auction, right? So if you see, we have a pretty balanced auction, and this is nothing but a volume profile chart in which I just created. But uh, what now is going to happen, or what are the areas which I'm going to look at is, so first of all, for me, the 50 to 70 level, that's the first level where I'm seeing trap sellers. Below that is the cost basis. So from below 50 to 70 to 50 to 20, 50 to 35, this is the overall cost basis. So Friday, a nice balance again with supply or sellers competing. and the buyers or the trap sellers are the buyers, right? So who is, actually buying at 52.89? I always ask the charts in terms of, why a particular price is developing, what is the overall structure and what the underlying structure is telling me. Okay. So next week, what I'm seeing is that people who bought here and here, so this is Thursday, this is Friday, what I'm seeing is there are trapped buyers. So there are trapped buyers above the 52.89 level. Do we open above 5300 level, or do we open below 5300 level, right? So for me, uh, Friday and Thursday, it's pretty evident that there is supply present here, there is supply present here, plus there are trapped buyers, plus there are trapped buyers, right? So the momentum players who were expected, who were planning to look for further continuation higher, it did not happen. They are the ones who are trapped. This was a sort of shorts covering their move. The shorts getting squeezed. This is where the shorts were getting squeezed, this particular zone. And then a stop hunt move, or a stop run happened, followed by another squeeze. So again, supply are showing their hands. But for me, 5300 level, so this particular level is an important reference level, and I'll be looking to see whether the price opens above it. So 5300 is where I'm looking to see whether the price opens above it or opens below it in the next week's auction. Okay. uh, if it opens lower, yeah, the shorts are the ones. So I'm looking for the price to move lower and see some sort of buying or some sort of balancing between the 50 to 50 to 40 range, right? So this is the first auction development path if the price opens lower. Okay. If the price opens within this particular range, then obviously I'm looking for the low and the high. This is the second auction path, which I'm looking at. So do we get a look below and fail, or do we get a look above and fail? Because obviously there are trapped buyers. So there is supply overhead, right? So there is always supply. Looking at the 2-day structure and how the market has developed, how the prices develop you based on market profile, there is supply overhead seen. So odds are higher that we might be opening lower and try to see some sort of responsive buying, within the 50 to 40 to 50 region, right? And if we then I'm looking to see for continuation, because there are another areas. So there are still shorts tracked below 50 to 20, 50 to 10, right? So this is the third auction development path which I'm looking for, right? So overall, we don't have an excess around the high, but supply has came in, supply has shown their hands. So I'm more biased towards uh, price to now see where are the next buyers going to come in, and those buyers are going to be at the lower edge, or below the 50 to 50 or 50 to 40 price range. So this is the cost basis where I'm looking for some buyers, or where I'm looking for the supply to shut off, right? So that's what I'm looking for. And if I do not see any of those areas, or any of those auction development path to be developing, then obviously we might create a new all-time high. The supply who came in, they will be again getting short squeezed, and again we might be moving higher. So there are other areas, where I'm looking for the price if we continue higher. So the first is 5330, 5370, 5390, right? So these are the levels, or these are the balance levels where I'm expecting the price to continue. But the overnight market is going to tell the structure. We are having a pretty balanced structure. So I'm looking for price to develop, and I believe there was some news event happened this weekend. So we might also open with a gap down, and the trap shorts which are in the 50 to 20 range, 50 to 12, and also below 51.95. So this entire auction, so this particular zone might be cleared the supply who is trapped within this zone. They might be getting some breathing space, and we might also develop lower below 51.90. So pretty interesting week, in ES, coming up. So yeah, but now the sellers have shown their hands. They will try to push the market lower, the price lower. They are gonna compete. So currently, where I'm seeing some sort of responsive buying is at around 5,200 zones, and after that, 5,200 is one zone, but some responsive buying to be seen at 52.20, 52.10, 5,200, 51.70, 51.60, and 51.24, right? Below this is where we have a sort of an excess and we have a gap, right? So next week, if we have continuation lower, I'm looking for this gap, which has not yet been filled, which is pretty consistent from 51, 51.10 to 50.60, right? So I'm looking for this massive big gap to be filled in the next week. Yeah. So let's see, how the price develops. How do we get a new all-time high? Because overall, this is a balance. So if I just, redraw again the balance zones, right? So this is a bigger balance. Okay. So do price again comes, test this balance, and do we get a rejection, or do we get a continuation, or some range bound, or do we see again some responsive buying here, right? If this level for me, again, this 51.60, 51.70 reference level is again important, then I'm looking for another balance. So there is another balance at the lower end, right? So yeah, a lot of data is the market generated information is telling me a story, and how the dots connect, that only price will tell. So the price is an advertising mechanism as per Jim Dalton. So yeah, let's see, how the price develops and what happens next week. Okay. Still, there are still short strap lower. So yeah, it will be good to see if this gap gets filled, and then we see some sort of balancing. Okay. And if you have any questions or if you want to talk to me directly, you can check the description below. There is a Telegram link. You can DM me there. And also, if you like to understand what am I sharing, what's happening in ES, I do share a couple of regular updates. So yeah, you can join my free Telegram channel. Okay. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Bye.